seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Chris is out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And for the Nets, Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's LeVert in at the small 4. And everyone loves to talk about Curry's offense, but he does enough doors to hold his own on the defensive end as well.
Listen, Kevin, we know that opposing teams target Steph Curry on the defensive end. What you love about Curry is his quick hands allow him to come up with steals. His competitive nature makes him bulldogish enough that he's going to stick with a player and try to bother their shot.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Kevin, I don't know that there's another guy in the league that would even think about it from that distance. It's uncanny how comfortable he is from that kind of range. Steph Curry doing work.
Outside, KD. Drops in the tray. Durant's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Golden State.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Dinwiddie against Thompson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Over Irving. Allen with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Irving, good.
Boy, somehow, some way, Irving guides some tough shots home. That is a special skill.
Green dishes to Wiggins. Pass to Chris. Golden State moving it around. Thompson looking for an opening. Just 5 on the clock. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
It's LeVert on the wing. Allen outside. Thompson against Dinwiddie. Outside Durant. For the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
I'll tell you, KD has such a beautiful looking stroke. He's been doing that at an elite level for a long time.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, good on the bucket. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Thompson against Dinwiddie. The 3 from KD. And no good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets, got that one up quick. Thompson's got 7.
Well, this is the confidence of Klay Thompson. When he's out there, he is ready to fire on the catch.
Outside Durant. From the high post. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Pass to Chris. Back to Curry. From deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Now Dinwiddie. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and that one is good.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable scorer.
Joe Harris is checked in for LeVert. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
6 to shoot. Here's Dinwiddie. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, when Spencer Dinwiddie puts his head down and goes to the contact, he is unafraid and fearless.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
DeAndre Jordan.
Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. 5th on the list, Andrew Wiggins.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Free throw drops for Green.
You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
Dinwiddie finds Irving. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Curry against Irving. Shoots over Curry. No good from Irving. Warriors leading by 6. The pass to Curry. And stolen by Jordan. Kicks to Dinwiddie. To the middle. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Durant's got 14 points.
Oh, do opposing defenses just start shaking their head when Kevin Durant starts cooking? Because he can heat up in a hurry.
Green passes to Wiggins. Here's Pascal, guarded by Harris. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Wiggins missing. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. A nice shot by KD. 16 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And in recent years, some called the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers.
Brooklyn on defense, trailing by 2. Here's Curry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I don't think it's possible to overstate just how revolutionary a player Steph Curry is because of the way he has changed the spacing on the floor. Never before have we seen a player who shape-shifts a defense like Steph does. And that is because once he crosses half court, you better guard him.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And with the way, Doris, defenses have to adjust for Curry, it just leaves so much more space for the rest of the team.
I think coaches, Kevin, because of Steph Curry's presence, they have got to change their defensive schemes, account for spaces on the floor that traditionally you wouldn't have to account for. That puts Steph Curry in a class of his own.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, DeAndre Jordan remains one of the best rebounders in the NBA. His ability to dominate the glass and get you extra possessions, just a thing of beauty.
Here's Poole. 17 points in his last outing. And with DeAndre Jordan, the rebounding is as strong as ever, Doris. But what about the rim protection?
Well, I think obviously DeAndre's block totals aren't what they used to be when he was turning away 2 shots a game. But there's more to defense than just blocking shots. And Jordan remains a plus defender.
And the first one drops. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Looney. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Passes it to Irving. He kicks it to Prince. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Nets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And right now for the Nets, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Outside Curry. Pulls up. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Nets trail by 7. And here is Harris. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State. Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart. with their passing.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
One shot.
Free throw, good, Irving. Inodorus, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
On its way from Curry for two, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, there's a level of focus that's required from Stephen Curry. This guy understands he draws the best defensive players on a night-by-night basis, and it matters not.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Caris LeVert's checked in for Harris.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Steph Curry. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 23 points per, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
To the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. That's good from Stephen Curry.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Uses both hands to slam it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
A nice shot by LeVert.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Poole. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Chandler sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. It's Curry outside. Drains the three-pointer. Curry's got 23 points.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
From deep. He beat the buzzer.
Delivery at the bucket.
Assembled some hard-nosed, unselfish players. No better group for Irving to surround himself with.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Chris. The dish to Curry. Clock at 6. Smailagic. He's guarded by Chandler. Allen with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And the Warriors making a change here.
Aaron.
Prince outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Clock at 4. The shot from 20 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie does such a good job of understanding what the defense is going to give him. How about that pick and roll play? That's nice.
Chris kicks to Curry. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 26.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And good that time.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Well, wow, Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
Dinwiddie passes to Prince. Chris with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. Curry on the wing. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, think about the Nets' Kenny Atkinson, a finalist last season for NBA Coach of the Year. This young coach got a well-deserved contract extension. And what I love is his team competes at a high level every night.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pascal, the pass to Curry. Here's Pascal. He gets it in there. And Doris, you think about how hard this Brooklyn team competes. I think they take right after their head coach.
I don't think there's any doubt, Kevin. Coach Atkinson is still willing to get on the court and jump into drills with his players. Let's remember, going back to the early days of his career, he was a player development coach. And before that, yes, he even played. That effort and willingness to break a sweat very much reflected in his group.
Now the pass to Chandler. Now here's LeVert. Well, at 6'7", Doris, Caris LeVert describing himself as a point/shooting guard.
Well, why not? Because his slashing ability, his blinding speed off the dribble is really what makes him problematic. His burst is special, and it doesn't matter if he's going left or right.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant's checked in for Chandler, and Harris subbed in for Taurean Prince. Passes to Thompson. There's the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assists. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And the basket by Pascal.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. but players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Wiggins against Dinwiddie. And it's Wiggins missing. Nets trail by 11. Dinwiddie right side. Pass to Allen. Over Curry. That's good from Allen on the assist by Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 5th assist in this one. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in. And Thompson kicks to Green. Knocks down the 3 ball. Green's got 8 points.
Well, you can see the hard work that Draymond Green has put in to make himself a more consistent shooter.
Here's Irving. Begins with the block. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Durant.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Harris. And that one's good. Wiggins.
How about that concentration from Andrew Wiggins? He refuses to give in to the defense. What a finish.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Dinwiddie. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. Averaging about 19 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
On the clock, Irving finds Jordan over Wiggins. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Jordan.
Wow, DeAndre Jordan working the mid-range. If he adds that aspect, turn the lights out.
Pass to Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Durant, the pass to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Well, Jared Allen putting it on the deck and getting to the cup. Big man doing work.
Warriors leading by 8. The pass to Looney. Irving against Wiggins. Outside, Green. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, I love that Draymond Green got his shoulder square and drills the jumper.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Thompson against Harris. And Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 12.
Well, a tough contest from the defender does not impede the progress of Klay Thompson. He's just doing work right now.
Harris drives in. The kick out to Irving. Allen trying to break free. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kyrie Irving.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the 3-point shot for some extra offense.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Nets. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Looney. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
Thompson outside. Knocked loose. Wiggins outside. Beyond the arc. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. Puts up a 3. Does not go down. That miss makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Thompson left side. It's stolen by Harris. 2 minutes. Prince outside. Back to Irving. Harris outside. Jordan the pass to Durant. 6 to shoot. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Bowman, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the second quarter. And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got 18 points in the game.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Bowman. He's covered by Irving. Here's Bowman, and Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Taurean Prince. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. Irving passes to KD. Takes the 13-footer, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Smailagic. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Here's Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Durant. It's now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Wiggins with it. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Warriors leading. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's LeVert in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. A lot of players have taken their game to another level. A lot of improvement they've done individually. Any surprises that have caught your eye, Doris, over the years?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe the greatest single individual leap I've ever seen is by the reigning most improved player, and that's Pascal Siakam. Couldn't get in the rotation consistently in the postseason, and then became such an integral part of an NBA championship team. Kemba Walker, who is an all-star caliber player, all-NBA level guy, continues to stay in the lab and keep improving. So a ton of guys, Domantas Sabonis, another young big who's been incredible. Just great to see guys progress.
And he makes the first. And the 6'6" point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie, second-round pick of the Detroit Pistons in 2014. You know, Greg, they might have wished they held on to him.
One of the most improved players in our league. Last season, he signed that 4-year, $48 million extension from the Nets, rewarding his growth.
Back to Green, and Green slams it in.
We know that Draymond Green is going to stay aggressive and play to his strengths. Really good job here.
Dinwiddie against Thompson, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night. That's trailed by 6. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Durant. And it's blocked.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
Curry against Irving. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Dinwiddie outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now in the quarter. Curry deciding where to go with it. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Wiggins with it, defended by Dinwiddie. And Durant sends it back. Right side Irving. Allen trying to break free. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving. And you know, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, you know, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
Just 2 to shoot. Offensive rebound, Chris. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Chris has got his first basket of the night.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Durant attacking. Count that bucket. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Thompson outside. Outside for Curry. From deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, it really doesn't matter whether the offense is clicking. Steph Curry's long-range shot is a reliable option always.
Here's Irving. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Curry. Thompson passes to Wiggins. And that one, good. Wiggins has got 4 points this quarter.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
Dinwiddie against Thompson. Dinwiddie right side. Makes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 11 points.
Well, just tremendous body control by Spencer Dinwiddie, able to adjust to the defender's contact.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Pass to Curry. This one for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Irving passes to Durant. 17-foot shot on the way. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, there's an innate sense of how to play the game when we're talking Kevin Durant. The pick and roll has become second nature to him.
Timeout called the Warriors. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Oh, and the jam by Durant.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Down low, here's Green. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He's got 17.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Allen with it. Now Green defending from outside the arc. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Durant.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Here's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, this is why so much defensive attention is directed at Steph Curry, but he's still clever at finding the holes he needs to create opportunities.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And it's Green missing. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Bobbed up there for Durant. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
They double-team Curry. Wiggins outside. Jacks up a three. Another three for Golden State.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Brooklyn's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. And Durant gets double teamed. Poked loose. From the arc. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Curry against Irving. Launches a three. And Steph Curry gets the three. Curry's got 43 points.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Chandler comes in for Kevin Durant. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Irving. Now Prince. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Here's Poole. 6 points for him. Wiggins left side. That one good for 2. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Prince outside. Tipped away. And stolen by Wiggins. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
But what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background when his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Out to Harris. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Sunday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Wiggins passes to Chris, and Chris throws it down.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Nets trail by 9. Dinwiddie finds Harris. And there's the pass to Jordan. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? We'll just have to wait and see.
He's off on the first. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Well, how about the 2008 NBA draft? DeAndre Jordan becomes the 35th pick and becomes an all-star for the first time in 2017. Boy, really an example of what can happen when you put the work in.
To end the run, jump shot is good. Jordan's got 10 points.
Just tremendous execution right there. DJ feeling out the defense and doing damage inside.
.152 left in the third. From about 16, on his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Harris looking it over. Passes it to Prince. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
1:14 left here in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wiggins. Here's Poole. And another 3 for Golden State. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Wiggins against Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's Wiggins. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LeVert's checked in for the Nets.
And the problem for Wiggins, a former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
Outside Jordan. Dinwiddie right side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Lee's checked in.
Spencer Dinwiddie, one of those players that seems to have improved with every passing season. And his numbers back that up. This guy just keeps getting better.
Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely. From deep three-point range. No good there.
The playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Chris. Steph Curry's out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's Pascal in at the 4. Curry passes to Wiggins. With the fadeaway. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 10. And here's LeVert. Shot from 12. Again, the Nets for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Curry. From outside, off the mark. Harris finds Dinwiddie. LeVert against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, think back to Caris LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously, the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Durant comes in for Taurean Prince, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And he sinks the second. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Caris LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Jordan up top. Harris inside the line. Wiggins with the block.
Well, using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan, Wiggins airmailing it back.
Nets trail by 10. Here's KD, and finished off by KD.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. There's the pass to Chris. Back to Curry. Here's Pascal, covered by Irving. Here's Pascal. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Harris passes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
The Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in.
The 33rd pick in 2014 out of the University of Virginia. Boy, has Joe Harris found his niche the last couple of seasons as a dead-eye shooter.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And Doris, more recently, we've seen Harris's offensive efficiency go through the roof.
It really has, Kevin, and it's not just his long-range shooting. He understands that he had to be adept at attacking off the closeout because they're going to take away that three-point shooting. He's got to be able to do both, and he's proven he's willing to.
On its way from Irving for 2. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Brooklyn. 6-point game. Passes to Wiggins. Five to shoot. Inside. And the basket by Pascal.
Improved decision-making by Andrew Wiggins, and that makes him an even greater challenge to guard.
Curry against Irving. Allen outside. Back to Irving. And he gets it to go. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Here's Pascal, defended by Durant. To the inside, Green gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Draymond Green will pick his spots on the interior. He can read a defense, and he understands when to attack.
And there's the call on Curry. And that'll be his third foul so far. Goes up off the inbound. And then Durant with the dunk.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Curry against Irving. To the paint. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Harris outside. Back to Irving. Fires it up. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 26 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Allen dishes to KD. Basket good. Durant's got 45 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Green. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, we know that Draymond Green spends a lot of time facing up beyond the arc, but
Everyone else on the court looked like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
And another one falls. Amazing. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Thompson against Dinwiddie. Allen passes to Durant. There's the triple. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Thompson kicks to Chris. He dishes it to Wiggins. Now here's Green. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Nets trail by 8. Dinwiddie passes to Allen. Dishes it to KD. Back to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Up top, Curry, covered by Irving. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Dinwiddie against Thompson. Pass to LeVert. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Warriors on D. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's KD. Again, the Nets for 2.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Irving. Here's Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 9. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's Allen, top of the key. Kicks it to Irving. With the floater. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half. Can he keep it going? And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Boy, it is simply an incredible offensive display when Stephen Curry gets rolling. It feels like every shot that he takes is going to go down.
Durant for 3. Yet another bucket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Irving against Curry. They double-team Curry. And the foul called on Jarrett Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
1:58 left in the fourth. Here's Chris. Rebound, Brooklyn. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. LeVert kicks to Irving. And the Nets, another three.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Outside Curry. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's KD. Connects again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. .121 left in the game. Curry against Irving. Step back shot. Here's Green. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Of this we know. Draymond Green does not lack for confidence. Big time shot there.
One shot.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Durant with it. Now Green defending. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
And the basket by Curry.
Timeout.
Curry's got 59 points. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 6. Green against KD. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
Well, Greg, you've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that. And that is a cold-blooded dagger. Mr. LeVert, welcome to it.
And so they foul intentionally.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
And you know this, Kevin. We most closely identify Stephen Curry with his three-point shooting. But the reality is this guy is a threat from any place on the floor. He is constant pressure on the defense. Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. One second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, KD. Outside, Irving. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Fires from deep. Cans the 3.
Well, you've got to be comfortable in the big-time moments when the game is in the balance, and Spencer